Hi guys, if you didn't watch my last video, I'm Hannah and I make videos for Saturday on the Teen Potsy Production channel. This week I'm going to be talking about mental illness and POTS. Having chronic illness and mental illness at the same time. A lot of people have said that they want to hear a video about this, so here goes nothing. I do have, like I said in my last video, I have POTS and a couple other chronic illnesses. And I also have anxiety disorder. I've been diagnosed with major depressive disorder and also PTSD. So, the way they kind of connect is, well, I had a rough past, so that's kind of how I got the PTSD. But the POTS, dealing with a chronic illness is really hard, and a lot of anxiety and depression and stuff like that comes with it. It's hard to deal with being sick forever, you know. So I kind of wanted to, I don't know, talk about how my chronic illness affects me and my, my mental health and all that. Dealing with my chronic illness now is easier for me because I've had it for quite a while. But when I first got diagnosed, it was very hard for me because my family really didn't want to, how do I say this? They didn't want to admit that I was sick, so it really was a hush subject. They didn't, want to acknowledge that I was sick. They didn't want me to be sick because, I don't know, it's just hard to deal with. So at first it was really hard, and I don't know, it put me in a depression and kind of led me down a bad road. I don't know. But you always got to look at the bright side. Like now I've been in therapy and stuff, so I kind of know how to deal with things better now. I know it's really, really, really hard to have a chronic illness. I know it sucks to think you're going to be sick forever, but you know what? Eventually, your body's going to get used to it. You're going to figure out how to do things the way you want them to, get around things. There's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way. So, I'll talk a little bit about each one of my mental health issues. Anxiety disorder is kind of a big thing. I do have anxiety attacks a lot. And they're due to, if I get too stressed out or I'm in a situation that I don't really like a lot, like around, I don't like being around a lot of people. It makes me too nervous. I don't know. Anxiety attacks are pretty awful. Mine consist of not being able to breathe. Like I can breathe, but it feels like I can't. And they're not fun. So a lot of people with chronic illnesses like POTS and other stuff, any chronic illness, anxiety usually goes along with it because it's hard to deal with, like I said, being sick for the rest of your life. My major depressive disorder, I'm not, like, now I'm better, so I wouldn't say that I still have that. I did pretty badly. It's a long story, but I'm sure you guys will hear about it eventually in my videos. But I did end up in the hospital twice for depression and stuff like that. I struggled with self-harm and stuff, so I did end up in the hospital twice, but I am better now, so yay. I'm better, and I'm dealing with things better, coping with things, learning how, I go to therapy, I'm learning how to cope with things differently, better, not hurting myself. Poetry is a big thing for me. I love writing poetry. So, that's always fun. If you're ever in a, depressed mood, like you think, oh, life's not worth it, I'm gonna be sick for the rest of my life. It's not, life's never gonna be fun. You're wrong. It will be. You'll have good moments. Writing things down is, I love, it helps me a lot. So maybe if you're sad or something, writing stuff down always helps get your feelings out. And, it helps cope with stuff. I know a lot of people have different coping mechanisms. Some people, I don't know, sing, some people write music, some people journal, some people write poetry, some do some stuff that's probably not good for them, like I did, but everyone's different. So if I were to give you any advice on coping mechanisms for depression or anxiety or something, I like writing stuff. Another thing that's really good for depression and anxiety and all that is babies. Pets are really good for that. Coping with a chronic illness, like POTS, if you're, sometimes you get really, really sick, you're bedridden or something like that. Having, a little pet with you is just completely amazing. They make you feel so much better. They make you smile. They make you happy. So they're really good for coping with stuff like that. This little girl right here is Paris. She's my baby. She decided she wanted to be in my video, so she's sleeping on my shoulders right now. It's her favorite spot. And she has helped me through a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. She was there for me when I was going through a lot of stuff with my family and everything. So I do love her a lot, and she is very, very special to me. And I encourage anyone who has depression or anxiety issues or any type of, stress in their life and all that. Maybe if you ever never thought about it, maybe get a pet. They're awesome to be around. They never judge you. They never get mad at you. Nothing like that. All they do is love, and that's sometimes what people need to keep them going and stuff. So I have three puppies. So anyways, the depression, and I was talking about anxiety. The depression is a really, really hard thing. Depression is easy to get into and really, really hard to get out of. My depression consisted of being just sad all the time, thinking that nothing was ever going to get better, I don't know. It was just not a good time in my life. Everything was going wrong, train wreck after another. My life was just one horrific thing after the other. It just wasn't fun. And it put me in a depression, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'll talk about it. A lot of people get ashamed of having mental issues, but really it's not your fault. You didn't choose it. So I don't mind talking about it, especially now that I'm better. The way I got out of it, I know a lot of people out there struggle with depression and stuff. The way I got out of it was through therapy and just, believing in myself and having a strong will. I'm kind of hard-headed, so I kind of got myself out of it. I still struggle with it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. This is like really hard to say, and I don't know if you guys want to hear all this, but it's kind of my sob story. But at the worst point in my life, I was suicidal. I didn't think life was worth living anymore, which is really sad. And I did overdose one time, which is the worst part of my life that I could ever think of, and it's really hard to talk about, but it's part of getting better. Talking about it is part of getting better. So I'm sharing it with you guys, and I hope, I don't know, I'm just sharing it. The PTSD has been a real big part of my life. It's really hard to deal with PTSD. I have flashbacks and horrible nightmares, which give me insomnia, and so, which doesn't make my POTS any better, because when you have POTS, sleep is like essential, because your body's always tired. Because when you have POTS, your heart rate is so fast, it's like a normal person standing, running in place when you're just, sitting there. So your body is always tired, and I can never sleep. Um, I used to be scared to sleep because of the nightmares and stuff that I would have from my PTSD. And just to say this, because some people don't really know, I don't want to say ignorant, but some people are ignorant to this topic. Anybody can have PTSD. Anyone that's been through a traumatic time in their life can have it, not just soldiers from war. A lot of people think that just because I didn't go to war doesn't mean I can't have PTSD. People that are victims of child abuse, people that have been sexually abused, raped, all kinds of stuff can give people PTSD. And so I just wanted to share that, because a lot of people are, I guess I would use ignorant to that, because they don't know. Just like with my Tourette's, this is off topic, but I'm going to say it anyways. People think that everyone with Tourette's swears, which is completely not true. I've been told millions of times I don't have Tourette's because I don't swear. Well, people can have Tourette's without swearing. Swearing is a different type of Tourette's called coprolalia, and I don't have that. People do have that. With people have Tourette's and they do have that and they swear, but I don't. I do have a type of Tourette's. I think they call it echolalia or something, where if I see someone else ticking, like if someone else has Tourette's and I see their ticks, it makes me copy them. I copy their ticks. Like, my boyfriend has Tourette's too, and so one of his ticks is winking. He winks one eye a lot, and after I met him, I started doing it a lot, and so that's kind of my Tourette's, the type of Tourette's I have. I don't have coprolalia and I don't cuss, but that doesn't mean I don't have Tourette's. That was really off topic, but back to what I was saying. Anyways, so PTSD, depression, anxiety, hard to deal with. I did say that I suffered. I went through a period of self-harm and stuff like that, which goes along with PTSD and depression and anxiety. Not everybody does it, but it's the way I decided to cope, which wasn't a good decision, but some people, you just can't help it. I still sometimes struggle with it, I'm not gonna lie, and it's a hard thing to deal with, but I don't know. Self-harm is not a good way to cope. I hope anybody that's watching this and they are thinking about it or have just started, just stop, because it's a long, nasty road that you don't want to go down. To this day, I sit here and I have scars, and I look at them and I just think, what have I done to my body? You don't want that. And I hope I, reach somebody out there that is thinking about starting it or something, and just don't do it, okay? I love you. A lot of people love you, and it's just not worth it. So this is my video about mental health issues and POTS. They kind of go, I don't want to say they go hand in hand, but a lot of people with chronic illnesses, not only POTS, but any chronic illness. Depression is a big thing. It's hard to deal with, and you get depression. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something that you shouldn't be able to talk about. So that's why I kind of made this video. I hope somebody out there watching this, you know, understands, or if they're going through it, I hope it helps. I will make more videos about all this. If anybody asks questions, I will definitely answer them. Anything you want to know, I will answer them, I promise. I'm kind of an open book. I've been going through recovery for a while from all this mess, so it helps me to talk about it, and if it helps you to talk about it, then I will definitely talk about it. So I will see you guys next Saturday. Leave anything that you have questions about below my video, and I will definitely get back to you. If you have any video ideas that you want me to do, just leave them in our message box of the Team Potsy Production video channel, or under my video, and I will get to that. Anything you guys want me to talk about, I will. So from me and Paris, we'll see you guys next Saturday, and I hope everyone is doing great and is staying healthy as possible. So, alright guys, I'll see you next Saturday. Love you guys. Bye.